If there's one thing we've come to expect from EAMONN Holmes over his decades on our screens, it's resilience. He's the man with the twinkle in his eye, the quick wit, and the comforting Irish brogue that has woken up the nation for years. But recently, the mask slipped. In a candid update that has left fans reeling, the GB News presenter shared a glimpse into his current reality that is as raw as it is heartbreaking. Admitting, "This is a tough one," EAMONN has opened the door to the true extent of his daily battles, sparking a tidal wave of love and support from a public that simply isn't ready to see their hero struggle. The moment the smile faded. We all know EAMONN has had a year from hell. Actually, let's be honest, it's been a few years from hell. Between the chronic back pain that has left him relying on a wheelchair and walking aids, to the high-profile and painful split from his wife of 14 years, Ruth Langsford, the hits just haven't stopped coming. But this week, the update felt different. It wasn't just about a bad back. It was about dignity. Speaking openly about his condition, the 65-year-old broadcaster admitted that his mobility issues have reached a point where even the simplest things, like needing the bathroom, have become a source of anxiety and difficulty. He confessed on air that due to his spinal issues, he can't wait when nature calls, highlighting a humiliating and tough reality that millions of disabled people face in silence every day. "I'm getting over a medical condition and I just can't wait," he shared, his voice tinged with a frustration that broke hearts across the country. It's a difficulty getting people to understand. It's a stark, brutal confession from a man who used to stride onto sets with confidence. And it's a reminder that behind the celebrity gossip and the TV smiles, there is a human being dealing with a body that is fighting against him. "I have carers now." Perhaps the most emotional blow for fans came with the admission of just how dependent the TV legend has become. EAMONN, a man who has always been the provider, the anchor, the strong one, revealed the extent of his loss of independence. "I have to have carers now looking after me," he told the Sunday World recently. "Somebody dresses me in the morning, somebody undresses me at night." Read that again. It's a sentence that carries so much weight. For a man in his mid-60s, who is mentally as sharp as a tack, to need help with the most basic human functions is a psychological toll we can't even imagine. He called this the toughest stage of my life ever. And yet, he shows up. He puts on the suit, with help, he gets in the car, and he goes to work. That isn't just professionalism, that is sheer bloody-minded bravery. The ghost of Christmas. Adding to the emotional weight of this tough one is the time of year. As we head into December 2025, the shadow of his split from Ruth Langsford looms large. For over a decade, EAMONN and Ruth were the king and queen of daytime TV. Their bickering was legendary, their chemistry undeniable. But with Ruth recently breaking her silence to admit she saw darkness after the split, it's clear the wounds are still fresh on both sides. While EAMONN has found companionship with Katie Alexander, who has been a pillar of support by his side at recent events, the shifting family dynamic is palpable. The heartbreaking family news isn't always a sudden event. Sometimes, it's the slow, painful realization that the family unit you cherished for decades has changed forever. Fans have noticed the sadness behind the eyes. As one viewer posted on X, formerly Twitter, "You can see he's trying so hard, but the spark is dimming. It breaks my heart. We love you, EAMONN." The fans rush in. This is where the story turns from tragic to beautiful. Because if EAMONN Holmes thinks he's fighting this battle alone, he is very, very wrong. Since his tough one admission, the internet has done what it does best when it actually cares. It rallied. Social media has been flooded with messages of support, not just from casual viewers, but from people who feel like they've grown up with him. "EAMONN, seeing you struggle is so hard, but your honesty is helping so many people feel less ashamed. Keep going, legend. Sending you so much love. This phase is brutal, but you are loved by millions. Don't forget that. My dad is going through the same thing with his mobility. You speaking about the bathroom anxiety made him feel normal for the first time in years. Thank you." It turns out, vulnerability is a superpower. By saying this is tough, EAMONN hasn't shown weakness. He's shown a profound strength that has connected him to his audience deeper than any glossy magazine interview ever could. Why we still root for EAMONN? Let's be real, EAMONN Holmes is old school. He says what he thinks, he doesn't suffer fools, and he's occasionally controversial. But that's why we love him. He's real. In an era of polished, PR-trained robots, EAMONN is authentically, messily human. Watching him fight to stay on air, fight to keep walking, and fight to keep living his life, despite the agony he describes, is inspiring. He admitted recently that he fears he may never walk unaided again. That is a terrifying prospect. But he also said, "I just battle on. We're with you, EAMONN." So, to EAMONN, this is a tough one. You're right. There's no sugarcoating the pain of chronic illness or the loneliness of a life turned upside down. But look at the comments. Look at the outpouring of love. You have been the voice for so many people for so long. Let us be the voice for you right now. Take the support, lean on the love, and keep fighting. The road ahead might be steep, and the tough days might not be over, but you'll never be walking or rolling down that road alone.